when the time comes to let go. Can't make sense of everything at hand? Don't fall into despair, as easy as that may seem to be. Neither let yourself be dragged into the somnolence of giving up. You may sense you're just at the edge of something, yet all you can see is obscurity. In your approach to a new understanding of what's happening, a new appreciation of the moment you're dwelling in, it may merely be that you've approached the limit. The outline of the drawing defines an edge, yet the black line need not contain you. Now is a time for exploring beyond certain boundaries of accepted understanding, and nowhere better than with how you deal with the trivialities that have piled up at your own feet. Withdraw to rediscover your central source of power, your I love you point of self-reflection. From there, you can move into a more authentic mode of healing that will reconnect you with all the dynamics of light that surround you. Start within. You may be looking at a mess, that's for sure. Your angle of approach to the situation isn't making it easy for you to make sense of the array either. Yet it's not as if you can reposition yourself easily, whether that's because of outside circumstances fettering your movements, or the simple fact that you're done doing what you can do. If you're tired, rest. If you're overwhelmed by the immensity of things, quiet yourself. If you're disheartened that your efforts and discipline have brought you to what looks like a messy end, take heart and know that this isn't the end. Not yet. While that may not be of much comfort as you regard what's going on, there is one thing to keep in mind that may help you right now. Where chaos steps in, an old order ceases to control things. It makes you see certain obvious points that, in the old order, were hidden from view, or given a veneer that prevented you from appreciating just what they were all about. In fact, where chaos rearranges relationships, whether that's between individuals or between you and your understanding of reality, you can't help but notice those points. They seem to point themselves out to you. Not all at once, mind you, not to the point of overwhelm, but maybe just about there. The labor of creation may have taken its toll on your body and mind, but the heavy lifting is over for now. Take a moment to appreciate what you've done, and gather the scattered points where you see them. Eventually, as you do, you can make sense of it all. You won't find a quick fix to the matter at hand, but you will find that your attention is drawn to settle on the core set of issues behind the scene. At the center of every vortex is a force. If you feel intuitively that the whole of what you're trying to understand has behind it some force of intelligence unseen, rest in that nascent revelation. When the complexity of the pattern explodes out of the conformity of sense, the likely next jump isn't to greater complexity, but to elegant simplicity. From there, an expanded comprehension is available, taking in a graduated complexity and intellect-stimulating pattern recognition. But there's no shortcut to get there. You won't get the prize you're after by seeking a simplistic slapdash explanation. Compartmentalization into neat boxes isn't going to help you see the whole machinery at work here. No, you are going to have to patiently move with the grand cycles as they turn your individual world upside down or sideways. It's only for a moment in the bigger scheme of things, but you already know this, right? Take a moment to appreciate where you are, what you've done, and your place in everything. Help is at hand, and you are far from alone in your singular endeavor. No one is going to do what's yours to do, of course, but you aren't expected to go it on your own to the exclusion of all that you're part of. That includes the totality of everything. See if you can settle your awareness, poised at your central point of force, and sense beyond the edges of self. What may help you now more than anything is to gain a true understanding of the concept of relativity. Perspective changes everything. What seems to be one way may make perfect sense when seen in reverse, contrapositive, or reciprocally. Try it. Now's a good time to experiment with alternate points of view. The revelations they afford can change everything. At least, those things that aren't rock-solid foundational underlayments of reality as you know it can shift. The more you allow yourself to see things through a different angle of the prism of your mind, the more you may see that even those foundational elements of your truth are incompletely understood. Redefinition need not mean uprooting everything, destroying what's been there, demolishing the structures of kith and kin. Seeing through the eyes of another can expand your view of yourself, and this is going to prepare you for expansion of everything you understand. Your perspective, as it defines what you see, may be in need of ratcheting open a degree or two. Circumstance itself may force you to stop in your tracks so that you can adjust your intake and savor the experience at offer. Whatever it is, you are better off slowing way down so that your presence can instill within a broader, higher, deeper frequency range than you had been operating in. Now, pay attention to yourself. Focus on the love you hold for that which is. Find it within. Settle. Shift your position as needed so your healing into expansion can be complete. This week's contemplation from the pages of Opalescence. To really appreciate the range there is to be enjoyed in the universal spectrum to which you will be more attuned to as the planet moves into a new phase of integrational harmonics, you must release your preconceived ideas about the true nature of reality in any sense of the word. There is nothing further from the truth than that the experience of reality on earthly physics and physicality can give the essence of what reality is really like outside of limitations of interpolational ideation. You cannot, in other words, decode the full fig without letting go of even the most far out or far in concepts that you hold dear. Thank you for listening. If you like this channel, please be sure to like and subscribe and hit the notification bell so you can keep up with all the new videos that come out. I thank you all for your kind support, and if you are interested in helping this channel along, please visit ko-fi.com/divine9, where you can buy a coffee or subscribe for monthly support. Everything's greatly appreciated and helps extend the mission of the League of Light. Please visit me at ninespath.com and explore all of the books and videos and writings and drawings that the League of Light has transmitted through me, and be ready to change your world. Until next time, have a great week.